Dear students, today I will teach you how to design a Jasper reports tool and connect with JFrame using Eclipse IDE. We need to have some requirements. First is Jasper report library jar file. You can download it directly from online. You will download as a zip file, then you can extract and keep it ready. Next one is Jasper Soft Studio, which is a tool you need to update with your IDE. Let me show you how to update this software here. Go to Help and click Eclipse Marketplace, and in the Eclipse Marketplace you can find it here, Jasper. You can type Jasper and then click find. Then you can see Jasper Soft Studio appears. Then you can install it, and then after the installation process over, close the IDE application and reopen. Then only it will take the effects. Okay, now I will show you how to uh, attach all the library files. As you can see here, I have already included all the library files, so I'll show you how to do it. This is my project folder. Right click and click properties. Under this Java build path, select libraries. Under this, click add external jar. As you can see here, already I have a jar file which is downloaded, and I extracted it. If you open it, you will find many jar files, library files. Copy everything, select everything and click open. Then it will appear here, and then click apply and close. That's it. After then you can see under the reference library folder, you can see all the library jar files appears. Okay, that's it. Okay, now I will just give a demo how this actually working, and then we will proceed for designing. Let me click. Okay, uh, let me click this button. Already I have stored some 4 rows of records into my database. Now I just want to have a print, so I will click generate report. The moment you click generate report, then the Jasper report appears. As you can see here, how many numbers of rows here automatically appears here. This thing you can design nicely, like look like a professional, this you can do it later on. I will show you how to do those things. Okay, then you can click close. Even that closes, still your application is open. Okay, this is how the entire application works. Okay, let us proceed. Okay, fine. So there are certain things you have to do before going for the coding part. So consider this is the folder where I have this application. Okay, under this I have already one report, Jasper report. Okay, so how to include and design the Jasper report and how to connect the database, that is a work you have to perform. Okay, just select search. This is where my folder. Right click, go to new, and then go to others, and in others you will find one folder that is called Jasper Soft Studio. Okay, enable that, and you can see there are lots of options available. So I am going to select Jasper report. Okay, and then click next. Then it will show you some of the templates available here. Okay, lot of templates. If you want to use these templates, you can use it, or else you wanted to design, you can design by selecting blank A4. Okay, there are some blanks available, like blank reports like A4 landscape, letter type, and letter landscape. So you can change it this format later on. So now I'll select blank A4 and click next, and here the file name, you have to give a file name. By default there will be a file name. Just I'm going to give reports. Okay, and then click next. And here is the most important. This is about data source coming from where and how you are going to connect your SQL. So click new. Under new, what you have to do is select database JDBC connection and click next. When you click next, another screen appears here, and here by default there will be some name, say like new data adapter. You can give any name here. Maybe let me put Jasper DB. Okay, and under the driver you need to select, go for MySQL. Okay, if your database is MySQL, then select this one. Okay, the second MySQL. Okay, select that, and then under the JDBC URL you have to give the name of your database which is existed into your local machine. So my database name is info. Okay, and then you have to give the database user ID and password for opening MySQL. Usually the usual default user ID is root, and I have given root 123. Root 123 is my password, and click finish. Before clicking finish, you can also test whether this is connecting your database or not. Click test, then it says successful. That means your database is connected. Then click finish, and now just wait for a moment. Automatically the wizard actually pull all the database available into your system. So as you can see here, as I mentioned, std info is my table. Click it, and inside you can see I have some tables. I'm going to use this table which is actually related to the design. The back side you can see, no, std name, subject, all these things. So I have connected this one, so you can see here. All right, fine. So in this table I have 5 field names, as you can see here. Okay, and now what you have to do here is, in this column, in this place, you can see text, outline, and diagram. Okay, this outline, like usually it is for select only, so it has been given some basic idea. So here in the text, what I am going to write is, I am going to write select command, select star from, what is my table name? Table name is details. Details. That's it. Okay. Or else you can list out the field names. Select std number, comma, std name, comma, s subject 1, comma, subject 2, comma, subject 3, and then from details. This way also you can do, but actually you are going to pull all the field names in the report, so that is why I am using simple command using star. and click next. When you click next, you can find all the selected data fields are available, so you can put it here directly here, like just select one by one if you want to select. Okay, select and click, select and click. Okay, fine, and then click next. And then you can finish directly. Fine. I will show another way as well. Just going back. It's not required to select everything here to here. It's not required. Directly you can click finish. Or else you can select one by one here and finish it. Alright, doesn't matter. Click next and finish it. Okay, the moment you click finish, then you can see your uh, Jasper report design view. Okay, let me close this report status so that I can see fully. This is how the design will appear, and you can see three tabs: design, source file, and preview. Okay, when you click preview, it will take some few seconds to generate, and this is how your view of your report will be showing, and some statistical information will be showing here. Most thing is like by default it will show 2 pages, 3 pages like this, and some records and so on. Okay, so never mind about this because we need to do design. After then all this will change. Okay, fine. Now you look this screen, there are some title, page header, column header, details, and so on. Okay, so in the title you can give the name of this particular report. Like for me it is about students information, so students information here, and then or else you can put it here also under page header. But column header is about your database column names, that should come here, and under details you have to specify the field. Okay, let's design one by one. You can see here in this right hand side panel you have lots of tools available. Okay, I'm going to use some few tools, like say text field. Text field is going to show you the actual record which is coming from your database, and static text is nothing but label. Okay, I'm just selecting static text and just draw it here just like that, and double click. When you double click, it will show you, uh, you can edit directly. Fine, let me type students information. Okay, students information, and then you can see here all the alignment controls appears. So let me increase the size maybe till 20, maybe 20 is appropriate, and make it center, make it bold. Okay, you can adjust based on this also. Center line comes, so that is the center point. Okay, fine. Now as I mentioned here, pull this line just closer up, and this part page header we are not going to use, just I'm making it very closer. And this portion, this is column header, we need to give 5 uh, labels. Okay, as you have seen already, I have 5 fields in my table. So So I will draw it here. Okay, one by one you need to double click. My first field name is student ID. Okay, next one here I will draw student name. Next one I will draw it here. Double click. Subject 1. Another double click. Subject 2. Next one I will draw here. Double click. Subject 3. Alright. Now let me do some alignment. Okay, from here name may be a bit bigger. This is the tedious part. Apart from others will be very good. So okay, so this is the tedious part. All right. Okay, now just select all together. Press Ctrl and select all together. Then I am going to give 12 and bold, maybe even bigger, and make it as center alignment, and that's it. As you can see here clearly, it is visible. Okay, fine. Now under the details we have to give the text field. Okay, text field, I will select one by one. Text field, we'll put it one by one and later on we'll do the alignment. Okay, text field is going to hold actual database records. Okay, let me align it first according to this size. Size is most important when you do the design part of. Okay, I think this is enough. Okay, fine. All right. Now we need to give the connection individually for that. Okay, what you have to do is just select and right click and click show properties. Then there will be a property window appears. Property window, under that you just click text field, and then under the expression click this button. When you click this button, automatically you will find the particular table which you have connected for this report. So select the fields, and in the center part you can see the individual field names. Okay, so what is my first field name? First you clear this, keep it blank. My first field name is student number and finish it. And the next one, select the next field here and click text field, and again click this button, and now it is second field, and click the third one, select here and click again text field, and click this button, and the third one is double click it, automatically appears here and clicks OK. And the fourth one, select again text field, click this button, this is my fourth, and click OK. And the last field is here, and click next text field, click this button. The last field is subject 3, double click it and click finish. That's it. So now it is done. Close this window just for now. Okay, now just check properly here, everything is aligned properly or not. Now I just going to do some alignment. Press control button. When you click control button, you see this is enlarged, right? So be careful. So as I mentioned, this one is okay. All the size of the text field should be appropriate. Okay, select all together, then I'm going to give center alignment, and that's it. And now you can see the in the report, you can see the lines like this. Okay, you can expand these lines actually, but unwantedly do not expand. Let me, okay, see if I do how it is going. So that is why be careful while doing the expansion. Okay, so for the column, this line is the expansion. As you can see, if you expand, it will expand, but do not do like this. So make it closer as equivalent to your previous field, and below that immediately you align all these text fields. Now what you have to do is this line, this particular line, which is for the details, just select this and make it closer. Okay, when you make it very closer, it may show you this icons, that means it is overlapping. So just pull it little down, so then that is disappearing. Okay, similarly you do it. These portions we are not going to use at all, so make it closer. It's not a problem, make it closer. So this is the final design. Now let's run this. Running is just click preview button, and you can see all the data appears automatically in this report. Okay, there are total number of rows or 4, and here you can see total number of pages are 1, and right. Okay, so how this is coming? First of all, it is about the coding. I will show the coding part. When you have not written any coding, this will not come, only your design will appear. Okay, I already have the coding, so automatically it is taking. So I will show you the coding part. Let's go back to double click this. This is my Java application. Okay, just click it. Let me close all these screens. Okay, double click this button, generate, and you can see the coding. Before writing the code, I will show you what are the import library files is required. Like this, look, all these library files you need to use. So import all these libraries. So import .net.sf. Jasper reports .engine. Jasper compiler manager, Jasper fill manager, Jasper print, Jasper report, Jasper design query, Jasper design, Jasper RXML loader, Jasper viewer. Okay, so these many numbers of import library should be available before writing the coding. Okay, let me go to the code. I'll show you. Okay, fine. Look at here. So when you double click the generate button, okay, what you have to do is type try catch. You should have a try and catch block. Just default you keep it. And now you have to, what I did, I just simply copied these two lines from my previous buttons like add and so on. So the first line is about the driver, and the second line I have the local machine of MySQL and port number and these details. Okay, this is my actual database, and to open the database I should give the user ID and the password. And in the third line you have to give the same SQL query where you have given at the time of creating the report design. Okay, same query you have to give. Select star from table name, and then from this is the most important line, Jasper design, and declare a variable equal to Jasper or XML loader dot load. Then inside you have to give the path of the report. Okay, so where to find this path of the report? So what you have to do is just select the report here, right click and click properties. When you click properties, in the first resource you can find it here, location. So in this location only your actual file for this report file is existed. So what you do is just select and right click, copy, cancel this and put it inside here. Okay, the next line of code is rj design query, declare a variable here, any variable you can give, and equal to new jr design query, and end the line. And next is this one, you have to set the query. Okay, so update query dot set text. Inside that you have to specify SQL. Okay, then automatically it goes and check for the query. Okay, the next one is about the design. So J design, which we already declared here, in this location the design is going to fetch. So design J design dot set query, then inside you have to give this variable. So automatically it is going to check for the query, it will update. Okay, next one is you have to compile the report. Every time if you do any changes to your report, it should compile, right? So in that case, and also when the entire application is running, so it will definitely compile every time. So for that compiler you have to give Jasper report and declare a variable equals to Jasper report compiler manager, compile manager dot compile report. Inside you have to give this one. Okay, because this is going to have this particular report which is available in that location, so that you have to call it here. Okay, the next one is it is for the printing. So Jasper print, then followed by a variable, and then Jasper fill manager dot fill report. Under that the first one, first argument you have to give J report. Okay, just give this variable here, and the next argument just give null, and then finally you have to call this connection that you have to put it here. Okay, the next one is Jasper viewer. If you are not declaring this, you cannot able to see your Jasper report. Jasper report have a viewer, so the viewer will not appear. So this is the most important part of the entire code. So Jasper viewer dot view report, and then you have to declare the variable which you have given here, that you have to declare here. Okay, so that it will actually fetch where it actually the report is coming from. So it will check this declare where you are calling this design, and design is coming from this location. All right, okay, then next one is in the coding itself. Just if you are not giving this false, what is going to happen is when you are clicking the viewer, when the viewer is loaded, there will be one option like close button. Okay, if you click that close button, automatically your entire application will close. To avoid that, you have to declare false here, and that's it. And in the catch block you can declare anything, like some error messages if you want. That's it. So this is the code part for your Jasper viewer. Now let's see, do one thing every time after designing the report. Okay, let me show the design part. After designing the report, after writing the code, go to project and click clean, and again clean. This is like cleaning everything and again rebuilding the entire application and its code and design everything. So do this every time when you do any changes to your application design or maybe the coding part. Go here, select project and click clean and rebuild again. By default you can see build automatically, it's there. Okay, even if you are not doing that, when you click here it will actually show the building. Okay, so it will, but better you do in that location as well, so that there won't be any further confusions. Okay, fine. So when I click run the program, automatically my program is started running, and uh, then let's see, if I click directly, let me see the viewer. As you can see, Jasper viewer appears automatically. Okay, fine. Now look what I have done in this new code. This is the previous one and this is the current one which I have just now designed for you. So this name we will put it in that location. Okay, as you can see here, right click, under here, look, I'm just going to copy and go to your code. Here I will paste it so that I can see the new design. Okay, now again click project. As I mentioned, if you do any changes, click clean, rebuild once again. You can see here the building takes place, and now click your application to load, and now you can see the different view of the second report comes here automatically. First of all, let me include a new record, maybe Rajkumar, Java programming, then C++, maybe another subject, or programming. Okay, add the record. Okay, record added successfully. Let me click this. Okay, the last record. Now you click the generate report. Now you can see the new report which I have created, that is coming. Okay, now let me close this button. Still your application is kept remain. Okay, let me do another thing. Okay, come to this coding part. I'm not going to give any false statement. Again I will rebuild, clean it, clean and rebuild once again, and run the program. After running the program, okay, let me click this generate report. Okay, now I'm just closing this and see what is going to happen. When I click this close button, look, the entire application is closing. That is why under this Jasper viewer, here we have to declare false, then it will remain. When you close the viewer, still your application will remain. Alright, students, this is it. This is how you can implement Jasper report into your program. You can have any numbers of reports, as I have two now, but only thing is, for individual Java frame application, you have to specifically mention the location where these files are existed. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I will see you in another video next time. Until then, goodbye, take care.